Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a garage update on all of the cars that we have on the channel at the moment, from the daily driven Strad, the rebuild projects, the Garage Queen, and even this thing. So I'll be talking about what my plans are with each of those, whether I'll be keeping the cars, where I'll be moving a couple of these on, and you know, some things that you haven't seen already, what's coming up on the channel. Anyway, stay tuned and enjoy. Start with the cars that we have here already with me. The recent one that we've been doing the videos on is the 355, the Garage Queen herself, and we've been doing a couple of servicing videos on this one, which is always quite a difficult one for me, because servicing on the car, so we've done two videos so far. We've done the first one, which was the oil change on the gearbox and the engine. Second one was basically all the other stuff, all the fluids and stuff like that, the filters, more or less for an annual service on this. And the third one is going to be the biggie on this one. It's going to be the dreaded cam belt service. But filming those kind of videos for a YouTube channel is quite a difficult one, because ideally on a channel you want the views, right? You want to grow the channel, you want the views. Filming a service video, a step-by-step service video, obviously has a limited audience. You know, it's not going to appeal to everyone. Mainly it's going to appeal to somebody with a 355. But the reason I set up this YouTube channel, or one of the main reasons, was to kind of share the knowledge and get people into Ferraris and stop the fear really about the maintenance, and that the cars can be serviced, you know, and service yourself. You can do a lot yourself in a garage if you're that way inclined. So, you know, it's a difficult decision for me, but I do like to kind of give back, and that's why I'm filming the three-part service videos on this car, as I did on the Stradale, the 360 series last year. In fact, I still got to film the third part of that one, so don't let me forget that one. So really, with the 355, we've got the third part, which is the cam belts, which is going to be a biggie. I'm going to be trying to do that next week when I haven't got the kids for a couple of days. And then the main one, as I mentioned in the videos on this one, is going to be a detail. Yeah, you can't really see. I'll give you a close-up in a minute, but it's very dusty, this car. It looks nice here on video probably for you, but it needs a good old clean-up. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be doing testing some ceramic coating on that one as well on this car. And that is the focus on the next two videos for the 355. And then after that, we will just see what's going to happen with this car. It might be that I get rid of it because it's taking up space. I don't really use it as much as I should. And I could really do with this garage spot to be able to work on some of the other cars when it rains, as it often does here in the UK. So that's the 355. Let's check out the Ratarossa. One of the things I would like to talk to you about on the Ratarossa is all in the engine bay, which as you can see is covered with my workbench junk. So let's tidy that up quickly. Well, hopefully that makes Ratarossa a little bit more presentable for you guys, so you can actually see what's going on here, if you can actually use the term presentable when you're referring to this particular Ferrari. Anyway, what have we got planned on this one? Well, first of all, I'm going to be filming a build video on this one, why I built it, talking around the car, talking about some of the crazy stuff that goes on under the skin, and how we did it. We'll look at some of those early pictures and things like that. So this one will be a good one. So we got that coming up. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a change of weather here, so I was planning on doing that this week, but as you can probably hear in the background, pouring with rain out there, and with no roof on the Ratarossa, it will be pretty crazy for me to pull that outside where I can show you all around the car, and we can talk around it, talk through those bits when it's actually you know, torrential out there at the moment. Anyway, so that is Ratarossa. The question everyone always asks me about this car, first thing is, when are you going to finish it? What colour are you going to paint it? Now, I I'm not trying to be elusive or anything like that. I keep changing my mind. Sometimes I say I'm not going to finish it. Other times I think, yeah, it will look great in white, or it will look great in black, look great in Rosso Corsa, or something really crazy. So let me know, guys, what you think. Also, when I go to film this, hopefully next week, let me know if you've got any specific questions you would like me to answer about this car. Anything to do with it, you know, the build, how I found it, how I did the shipping, what's going on in the engine, how the thing is structurally rigid. Let me know. Write them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer those ones. Anyway, so plans on this one that I will tell you are, the main area on the Testarossa I really want to focus on is the engine bay. Let's see if I can get some more light on this for you guys. It's a little bit dim in the garage. Hopefully we haven't got too much LED flicker on this one. So, what do I want to do here? Right, ideally, my thoughts on this car are, if I keep it rat look on the outside, which is quite likely, we are going to be looking really to make the engine here as pristine as possible. So we're going to drop the engine out on this one. We are going to be doing a cam belt service on this, which I'll be filming again step by step for everyone with Testarossas. And we are just really going to try and make this so when I lift this hood on this ratty Ferrari, you have got something here that is got a wow factor. So it's going to be really cleaned up. We're going to be changing all the pipe work. See, we've got blue pipes here. We're going to be putting all that back to standard. Believe it or not, I've tried to keep as much of the originality on this Testarossa as possible. So even in the cockpit, you know, we've reused stuff. And hopefully here we're going to get a few more things back to how they should really be. So yeah, engine out on this one. Now if I turn the camera around a bit, let's give you a little bit of light down there. Interior, I'm probably going to keep it as it is. I quite like the tatty look of this. It's got a lot of, I don't know if you would call it patina, but it's gone beyond patina. But we're going to be probably leaving it like this. Things like the door pocket that is missing over there. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that over there? We're going to be trying to get one of those. That's really one of the main things that I cannot get for this car that's really bugging me. Fair Parts try to help me out with that one, but we haven't got one. So yeah, door pocket really is the only thing on here. As I said, I've reused a lot of materials on this car. So that is probably going to stay. The only other real thing on this car is I still need to tweak the suspension on it, and steering, there's a bit of play in the steering really, so we're going to be looking at that as well. And that really sums up all of the jobs I've got planned on this one currently. Let's give it a little toot. Let's move on outside and talk about the projects we've got going on out here. So we've got my 1983 Ferrari 308 QV. This was a US spec car. It was a complete non-runner, unseen gamble. Got it over here into the UK. And as you've seen, if you've been watching the channel, we've got this one running. It's now registered. We're able to drive it and enjoy it on the road now. But we're in a bit of lockdown situation, so I can't do that. Instead, we are cracking on and doing the Euro conversion. So we've got the back end to do next. I'll come to that in a second. Let's start from the front of the car. So we started off with front end conversion. So we've got the lower valance going on here. We've been test fitting that one. Bumper, grille, just got to finish off that. We've got a new set of wheels. We have got new mirrors. All the roof is going to be retreated. All of this is going to be retreated. A few little dings and stuff like that we're going to need to sort out. And then at the back, once we finish the front end, hopefully sometime this week, we're going to be moving on to the back, taking some bets and guesses on how much this rear US spec rubber bumper weighs. We'll be doing that one, so start thinking about that. Then we're going to be moving on to the real hard bit, which is this lower valance down here, which is completely different. We're going to have to remove all this, all the exhaust system, modify all that, and this lower valance involves cutting up here. And then interior wise, we're just going to be giving it a good clean up, fixing some of the bits on the dashboard, the tears in the center console. Seats are all good, we're going to be treating all those, and not too much hopefully to do in there apart from all the wiring. We've got to tidy up all that. And that's the 308. Now let's talk about my favorite, the Stradale. So I gave you a video about the build and the astronomical costs that are involved with doing such a thing a couple of weeks ago on this one. But the long-term plan on this car is it's been used, it's been enjoyed, and it's wearing all of the battle scars, as you can see from that 10 years of usage. So we are going to be eventually at some point doing a full bare metal respray on this car. We'll be doing the stripe correctly, so this will all go underneath the lacquer. Bits are going to get cleaned up, stuff like the engine bay, this is all going to get painted, all going to get treated in there. Going to be repairing some stuff, cleaning up exhausts, as you can see, things like this where the paint's gone bad. And then we'll be doing redoing the wheels, all the calipers, things like this on the carbon fibre. A big one we will definitely need to be doing, which I shall show you. So you can see here, not so good because it's black. We've got tape holding this bumper together here. I've got a new one to go on. And then on the inside of the 360, we'll be doing things such as recovering the steering wheel, recovering the dash, redoing the floors. As you can see again from all that usage, they're looking pretty bad, so it's all going to be stripped out, cleaned back. We'll be sorting out the seats and just giving it a good old tidy up in there, doing something, making sure all the carbon fiber's okay. And yep, so that is 360. On to my favourite project at the moment. This has been my most enjoyable and quite a shocking one, actually. I wasn't expecting it. The truck. So I needed a truck. We bought this very cheap 2012 Nissan Navara. We've done a few upgrades on it. First of all, we had to clean up the filthy interior, which is now looking half decent. It's usable. The kids can go in it. All the levers looking good in there. Got a lot of upgrades on this car, you know. So we've done the rear suspension. You guys have also suggested, because of the mileage on this one, we're going to do all the front suspension and just improve that ride. The back has already had a good stab at doing that already, so we're going to do the front, and then maybe a few little upgrades such as the bars at the back. But I've really enjoyed this build, so we'll be doing more like this for sure on the channel. Now, the other cars on the channel are currently in storage while we're in this lockdown situation here in the UK. They're not impossible to get to, so I have the ability to switch them around. But for the time being, for this video, I'm going to talk to you from the comfort of this lovely Challenge Stradale racing seat and splice in some footage. My early Porsche 911 project is the one most of you are requesting the update on. Once the 308 conversion work is done, as much as I can do here at home as possible, I'll be switching that around with the 911 and we're going to crack on with that project. I really have been itching to drive that car again. When you heard this and you saw my face driving it, as you can see from that, my face says it all. I cannot wait to get back out in that car. So the plans with that 911, bit of a difficult one, this one. Don't know whether I should be doing a full nut and bolt restoration. It would be lovely to do that. The issue with that is the time it's going to take me to do it. I would want to get fully involved and immersed in that, roll my sleeves up and do as much of that work as possible, which really takes me away from all of the other projects because it's going to take so much time to fully do that properly. Or I can do kind of a semi-restoration so I can enjoy the car, do stuff like the bodywork, do the wiring, get the engine out, get that sorted out properly, and just do some updates to it. So I'm going to talk around the car when I get it back, and I'd like to get some input from you on a couple of the ideas that I've got. So we'll do that in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. Ferrari 456, that is currently in storage. I switched that around with the 308 so I can work on and focus on the 308 for the time being here. The 456 has plagued me with a lot of electrical problems, which many of them do, and we've gone through, we've chased our tail on a few of them. We've got most of them fixed now. There's a couple of little ones there, so I've got to continue with that. Then we've got two other things. Suspension again has been a big one with that one. That is mostly sorted now, but we have a slight leak in those rear shocks. So I'm going to be looking at options, either ship those off to be commissioned, refurbished, or possibly another couple of ideas that I've got. We've also got windows. We've got the classic window drop on the Ferrari 456. So again, I'm going to be looking, stripping that out, looking at the ways that we can maybe try and fix it ourselves. Otherwise, I'll be looking at shipping those off to one of the great companies that repair those. So we'll be talking all about that, and I'll be filming that one because that is a real big problem with Ferrari 456s. Then after that, I'm going to be doing interior. So we'll be going to looking at seats, leather seats, things like that, and finishing some of those. I've had a lot of success with that on Ferraris in the past, taking something that looks really, really bad and really used and making it look almost new. So we're going to be doing that on the 456. Then the final thing on that one will be bodywork, fixing up some of the bodywork on there and making it gleam again. After that, not sure whether I'm going to keep 456 or sell it. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, 456 video will be coming again soon. And finally, in the current collection, we have the grey Ferrari 308 GTSI. Not done any video on this one. You've not seen it on the channel, apart from in the background on some of the 308 videos. But that was, again, a non-running car, purchased from America. It's got a fantastic story with that one, featuring a certain Wayne Carini. So I'll talk all about that one in the future. It's a lovely, lovely car. It's grey and it's black underneath. It's a two-tone, which is very unusual, but very typical kind of late 70s, early 80s on the Ferraris. There was a few models that they did that with. And I think it looks lovely. Not sure when we've done that one, when we fix that one up, if I'm going to keep it. I would like to keep one of the 308s, but probably sell the other one. And I'm not sure how the QV is going to end up once we've resprayed it, if I change the colour, if I like it or not. So we're either going to keep the black car or the grey car, get them both running anyway. They'll both be very nice sorted 308s when we finished it on the channel. And then maybe I'll get you guys to decide what we're going to do and which one we're going to keep. Anyway, that is the current cars. There will be others. I have really enjoyed that truck build, so we're going to be mixing it up a little bit with some cheaper builds as well, because like I say, these things cost a lot of money to do. So and the truck had so much space, so I really, if I'm honest, enjoyed that probably more than any of the Ferraris recently. So anyway, watch this space. Who knows what is going to happen in the next few months. Again, if you've got any suggestions, anything you would like to see me do, write them in the comments below. And there you go, guys. That is the current garage update on all of the vehicles we are currently working on the channel. That's what's going on up there in my mind. That's what I see happening with each of these projects. But let me know your comments. I like your input. I often change things about because I read your comments below, and it makes me go on a different route or a different path or do different things with these things. So that's what we've got going on currently. It's enough to keep me busy. However, we also have some really, really cool collaborations with other YouTubers in the pipeline, some of which we were meant to be filming right now, but we've had to postpone because of obvious reasons. They are really super exciting. I can't wait to film some of those with some really well-respected YouTubers out there who put out some fabulous content. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the update. Please write your comments below. Let me know you enjoyed it or not. Give it a good old thumbs up if you did. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Check out the YouTube channel. I post as much as I can over there on a daily basis, giving you updates on these and some of the things that have happened in the past with my collections. So check out that one. Thank you again for watching, guys. I will see you very shortly in the next one. Ciao.